Alright guys, welcome to another video, and really quickly I just wanted to say that if I mess up trying to, tell you guys my thoughts or anything, or I mumble too much, I apologize. I'm still trying to kind of get the hang of this because I'm trying to just start this new thing where, I talk about things that interest me, and I want to kind of deviate just a little bit from the whole gameplay video thing. Obviously, there might be gameplay on videos like these, but like the main focus isn't the gameplay. You get what I'm saying? So I want to kind of just try this out, see how it does, and I want to see if I can improve my commentary a little bit, because I do have a hard time talking about things, post commentary, right? So let's start. So I watched Boruto Next Generations episode 1, and I managed to kind of stay interested in the episode simply because I like the theme. All right, first of all, somewhat liked this throwaway character. Now here's the thing, the character they showed on this specific episode, I feel like we're not gonna see much of him. It was just like, hey, a character's gonna help the main character, and he's gonna help portray the theme a little better, just so that way people get an understanding of what the show is. So here's what I mean. Boruto, you guys already know, if you watched the movies or you read the manga, you know that he wants to kind of follow his own ninja way, I guess. And he doesn't want to be known as the Hokage's son or the Hokage's grandson. He wants to do his own thing, okay? He wants to deviate from what people expect of him. The reason why I feel anyways, that this character was introduced in this first episode, Denki is his name. He's a rich kid who gets bullied. Boruto comes in and saves him from the bullies, and he happens to be the son of this president of a company who used to be a former shinobi who participated in the 4th Great Ninja War. Now, here's the thing though, because Boruto can choose, he can freely choose what he wants to be, they present you with a situation that's a little different, a little more severe. So, that's why they have Denki here. Denki is pretty much forced into this. Like, he feels that he has no other choice but to follow what his dad wants. His dad wants him to be a shinobi. He wants him to learn ninjutsu and be strong, right? And this kid is pretty wimpy. Like, he, obviously he lets himself get bullied. He lets the bullies take his money and all that. So his dad wants him to be strong. And you do notice that, they give you this contrast in this whole follow your own path kind of thing, because Denki has to kind of just fight for that. He has to fight for that choice. Boruto doesn't. So Boruto tells him, listen, screw what your dad says, do what you like. Do what you like. And it's hard for him. Denki is kind of convinced by Boruto, but he finds it hard because, his dad, in the episode, his dad even hits him. He's like, no, you will be a ninja and you will use ninjutsu. That's why you're going to go to the academy. So then the episode goes into this kind of heavier tone where Denki gets possessed by some weird chakra, aura, whatever, and Boruto's late for school. So the way Boruto goes to school is weird as shit, by the way. He waits for a train to pass by so he can ride on top of it. So on his way there, he notices Denki is going the same way, but he sees like this weird aura chakra thing, but it doesn't seem like anybody else notices it besides Boruto. And the camera, like, you see a glimpse of Boruto's eye power. On his right eye, you have like this Tenseigan look-alike power. I don't know what it is. Don't want to call it the Tenseigan because I don't know if officially that's its name or not. But either way, you get a little glimpse of that, which confirms that that's just a power that Boruto has. It's not something that was given to him, because the assumption people made, and I will just say real quick, it was a fair assumption for people to make. People assumed that Boruto's power on his right eye was given to him by maybe Himawari. And while I do feel the eye transfer thing might happen, where he gets a new eye, I don't feel the power itself is gonna come from the eye he receives from somebody else. The reason why I think he's gonna receive a new eye is because in the same Kakashi fashion, he has this big ass scar. Right, it's just that instead of the left eye like Kakashi, he has it on the right side, and the scar goes, when he puts on the headband, you see how grave that fucking scar was, because you see a mark of a kunai. Whoever like slashed his eye went from the headband all the way down to his cheek, and that kind of gives you more of a sense, right? Like, okay, maybe he's gonna lose that eye. and maybe he got another eye as a replacement. Because there's no fucking way he didn't lose that eye, bro. There's no way he didn't lose that eye. And I don't know, man. I feel like they simply wanted to let you know this is Boruto's power. It's not something that was given to him, alright? I like that. I really enjoyed that. You know, you have the same tattoos as well, like Kawaki has a tattoo. Boruto has a tattoo on their arm. Boruto comes in, narrates, says, this is what happens years from now, but we're gonna go back a few years and tell you my story. Alright, so that's basically what the series is. It's just a lead up to that beginning scene. And a lot of people expected this because, you know, a lot of you guys read the manga. I like that, man. I like that because at the end of the day, what they wanted to do, I feel, was show you that no matter what, this guy does not want to be known as Naruto's son. He doesn't want to be known as Minato's grandson. He wants to be known as like him, Boruto, right? Like he wants to follow his own shit. Because at the end of the day, if Boruto really wanted, he could just do what people expect of him and then he'll become the next Hokage. But you see that he has no interest in that. And you know, the other thing is that I really want to quickly talk about is that the next episode looks like it's going to be interesting because they're going to actually introduce Ino's and Sai's kid with Inojin, I think is his name. And the way they're going to introduce him looks like the same way they introduced Sai into Naruto Shippuden. Obviously not the same way like, oh, he's going to attack Boruto or something. But he has like the same condescending attitude and shit, right? So I'm really excited for that episode. Overall, I really liked the first episode. You know, it kind of kept you engaged. Gave us a little bit of an answer to what Boruto's power means. Because, you know, a lot of people thought it was kind of like a borrowed power. But now we know that's not the case. It's actually his. Which, you know, honestly, I thought it was going to be some shit where like somebody transferred an eye and that's how he got the power. But hey, now we know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did. If you didn't, just dislike it. That's fine too. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.